Hello, Aries. Happy November. I'm going to be doing a tarot spread here with the Tattoo Tarot. Can you see that? Tattoo Tarot. These are the ones that are drawing me right now. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Heidi Corona, Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium Heidi. That is me. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on IG at Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium Heidi, Heidi. The links are in the description box. I'm on TikTok, Heidi with Spirit Speaks, and I'm right here on YouTube. If you are not subscribed to my channel, Aries, click that notification bell, man, and click the like button so that other Aries individuals can find this video as well. I'm dealing your cards now. And before I dive in, there are some other links in the description box there for you. So if you would like to connect with me on a deeper level, like I said, I do a lot of cool stuff on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, and I book private sessions. I also have tarot videos on demand for order. Okay. I have a class on demand, but I also have tarot videos for order. If you just wanted to order a certain spread, I would do your video and send it to your email. So check me out. Those links are there. I appreciate you guys tuning in with me. Let's dive into November. Now, I am here in service of love of God and of the greatest and highest good of you, Aries. I am a real person just like anyone else, and I can only dive in so deep as I'm with the collective right now. So make sure that you take it as it resonates in your life. Let it land where it lands in your life with you. You will know who I'm talking about. You will know the what's and the who's and all of that information, but I will guide you as to what Spirit is bringing through for you on this reading. So let me sip my water just a moment. This is an 18 and over broadcast because I cuss, I vape. This is an 18 vape. I apologize if it offends anybody, but I'm a real human person, just like I said, just like anyone else. And I am here in service of you, Aries. Before I dove in, Aries, I was hearing something about wearing your heart on your sleeve. I feel like I want to say don't wear your heart on your sleeve, because at this time, I'm feeling that some of the other energies are not as receptive or not as sensitive as you may feel right now. So don't wear your heart on your sleeve. Now let's see where you're starting the month at. Okay. You're starting the month. You've got the Two of Coins, which is about two different options, two different locations, maybe this home or that home. Maybe you're in one place, but you're thinking a lot about wishing you were somewhere else. Maybe you're juggling two different jobs. You're trying to find some additional income. The coins can be property, possibly even health. I'm getting for some of you guys, Aries. Maybe you're doing a lot of doctor's appointments. You're trying to stay on top of your medications and all of these things, and that's very important for you. The other card that popped as far as entering the month of November right now is the Ten of Swords. This is about final endings, cutting ties. I'm feeling with some of you, Aries. Hold on. That doctor's appointment. We live in a 3D dimension, man, and I am not a medical doctor of any darn thing at all. So if you feel like you need to see the doctor, definitely do so. I see here some detoxing, cutting out of substances, medications, foods, even unhealthy habits that are just no longer serving you, in a real physical, tangible way, so that you can move forward and progress and expand in your life. I see a lot of that here, but I also need to be drawn to this Ten of Swords. This could indicate a termination of a relationship, okay? Maybe a termination of a job or a relationship. Maybe you've lost your home. This could literally be something has ended, completely and totally ended. You see all the knives stabbing that one thing? It's like over. There's no looking back. It's done. And this is Two of Pentacles. So maybe something big in your life has ended, and you're now at the drawing board to figure out the next big thing. How do I do this? How do I juggle? Where do I go? What do I do? What's next for me? This is what I see you here as in at the beginning of November. Now, wow, I don't really remember my last month's horoscopes too much, but I think I might have remembered something about Aries and final endings and deciding to walk away or something like this. If this is you and this is what you have done, good for you, man. Spirit will open the doorway for you to the next best thing for you. If this is something you're still kind of toying around with in your mind, in your heart, then hey, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. And you don't have to make any big choices or big moves, but there is a life path journey to be had. And right now you're gaining experiences, Aries, but once the experience has exhausted its purpose in your life, Spirit will nudge you in a direction where you have no other chance but to change those circumstances. You can't hold on to something with a death grip if God doesn't mean for you to stay there like that. Okay. So take that as it resonates. Sometimes we get away from things and come back to things. Okay. Just it's in divine will. And our human grip, just holding on as tight as we can, won't change divine will. It will not, unfortunately. So that's what you're starting the month as. It looks like some things are ending, or you're cutting some things away, either it by your choice or it happening to you, and you're deciding to make the best of it and decide what's the best next healthy steps for yourself, for your future in the long term. You're deciding to take action on these things, and to be honest, it sets a stable foundation for your life from now forward, okay, without these other things. So you're setting the tone now. You are setting the tone now for the rest of your life, Aries, okay? Who you are today is the seed that plants that grows into who you become and how you maneuver through things later in the future. Okay, so pay attention to that. Pay attention to how you're handling things. Pay attention to the thoughts that you're having. Pay attention to the actions you're taking and the way that you take care of yourself. Okay, if you don't take care of yourself, I'm hearing this very strongly for you, Aries, from your spirit team. If you're not taking care of yourself in a very physical way, like you're overworking yourself, you're not eating right, you're overeating, even maybe you're pushing yourself too hard, you're not resting enough, that sends a signal to the universe that I don't really need those things. I can keep going just as I am, or even worse, and it can snowball in that direction. So please start making sure you're getting adequate rest, drinking enough fluids, hydrating, exercising regularly, whether that be pulling back on the physical exertion or, maybe doing a little bit more. You guys know what you're up to. And also eating regular meals. Cutting out substances that you know are bad for you. And hey, man, I vape. I have nothing to say about this. Your spirit team is just saying, what's not healthy for you. You know what's not conducive for your time. You know what's plaguing you in some way. That's what we're talking about. That is what we're talking about. You're making steps, or at least becoming willing to taper those things away from your life. And your spirit team says, good job for that. Good job. Changing your mindset is the first step to changing your life. So what are you bringing in with you from the past? You're jumping off from this Fool. Wow. So maybe you have had a final ending. Maybe you got promoted at work. Maybe your job has ended and you've decided to do something totally different. Okay. This could be family, job. Take it as it resonates. But what you're jumping off of from the past, from last month, the Fool, Major Arcana card number 0, the Fool. This is about being a pioneer, an adventurer, carefree, maybe a little risky even. You trust the universe. You trust that the future has got to be better than the past. You trust that the next step is what you might as well just go ahead and do, right? So good for you for being open-minded and willing to let spirit work and move in your life. Good for you for taking the steps to get you to where you're at now. Even if they're challenging, man, those are some big hurdles to overcome. Even if they're challenging, you are doing it. And that says something huge about you and your dedication and the love that you have for yourself, for your family, for your life, for your job. It really does say something about your ethics, man. I'm really proud of you, Aries. Your spirit team commends you, Aries. So let's dive a little bit further in here. Hold on a minute. So what is an unforeseen circumstance that you may come across in November? This would be the 3 of coins. Now, I said some of you might be getting a promotion, right? Or you might be getting a new job. 3 of coins is about learning and becoming a master of that. You don't quite have it all figured out. Maybe this is multiple jobs. Like, man, I lost my job. Or maybe now I've got this bigger house and I'm by myself. So now I've got to pick up an extra shift at work. I've got to do some extra things to try to make ends meet. This is about really devoting time into becoming self-sustainable. I feel like you're up for the task, it's ahead of you, but this is something that, what they're saying here is that you might actually enjoy this learning process. You might enjoy keeping yourself so incredibly busy, especially because it's going to keep you from these things that you're trying to cut away from your life or that have been removed. It's going to help you in some kind of a form of escapism, if you will, not unhealthy, but just so that you can have something more positive to focus on and build upon. And it's going to be working that way. It's going to be really lucrative for you. That's great. You're building your future. You're building your future. All right. So let's see something. Oh, the end of the month. Ooh, so you started the month with final endings and kind of juggling some different options around and seeing what's going to be the best fit for you, right? With the 10 of swords and the 2 of coins here. Now, ending the month, holy smokes, Aries, you become quite attractive. You've been putting your all into work, and all of a sudden you're responsible, and all of a sudden you've got it all together, and all of a sudden your money's pretty tight, and this Knight of Cups is like a very romantic emotional card. This is people taking a look at you and noticing you and saying, hey there, Aries, you've got it all together. I see you're cutting those other things away and you look healthy now, man. Maybe we could spend some time together. Take it as it resonates. This is people taking an interest in you on an emotional level, and it's going to happen really fast because once you cut those negative things away, boom, you start shining brighter. You just start shining brighter, and you magnetize into your experience people who recognize and resonate with your new energetic signature. I see that here with the Knight of Cups, and also with Major Arcana card number 17, the Star. The Star is about shining, man. I just said this, shining and having a wish in your heart, something you hope to come true. You're not really worried about it because you trust that the divine is hearing your prayers. You trust that as long as you go to work, as long as you do the next right thing, things will work out okay. I must say this, maybe you're hoping for a different relationship. Maybe you're hoping for that promotion, to buy a house somewhere else, to be self-sustainable. Maybe you're hoping for, I don't know what you're hoping for. Whatever it is, it's going to come in quick and fast, and you're going to feel it in your heart towards the end of November. I feel this here. I say new relationship, or someone of the past coming to their senses is what I see here. Someone of the past going, hey, wait a minute. I do love you. We can work this out. So if you're kind of on hiatus, this is up to you though. Okay. Whether the past presents itself again, this is totally up to you. Do you want to go down that road? Do you feel like you could do that same old thing again? Or do you feel like there's a chance for change, Aries? Let's dive further into your cards and see what it says. Now, something that you may have forgotten is the Knave of Cups, man. This is about not knowing all there is to know about love. This is about not knowing all there is to know about love, about yourself, about romance, about how to be in a partnership, about how to love other people. I really feel here like maybe you grew up in a estranged household. Maybe you had some toxic family dysfunction, unhealthy friendships, okay, relationships. Maybe you've been abused. Maybe you were never taught how to love somebody the way that you would like to be loved, or vice versa. Maybe we're talking about your partner here. Maybe we're talking about that person you left behind, or the one you're thinking about leaving, or the people in your life that you don't have cohesion with. This is a call for not only giving yourself grace for not knowing everything about it, for being young, immature, wet behind the ears, for having wounds, trauma. We all have these things, and we learn to nurture ourselves and grow through them. Not just you, Aries, but also the people that you feel for, or the people that you're angry with. Okay, I really see this here. The people that you're upset with, maybe people who hurt you, let you down, piss you off, whatever this is, the people who upset you are just as insecure as you are. And they have just as many flaws and problems as you have ever had too. Please don't take it so incredibly personal. It's not you and them, it's them and their issues. Okay. So I really want you to know that, because I feel how heavy this is landing in my heart. It's not because of you, it's because of their issues that sometimes people can rub you the wrong way or hurt you unintentionally or on purpose. Gosh, Aries, my heart goes out to you, man. Woman, Aries, I just talk like that. I'm from California. Whoever you are. So what are you manifesting? It's funny that you've forgotten about the immaturity of love, the things you didn't know, giving grace to the unknown, or being inexperienced in the emotional realms, not quite knowing how to convey your emotions, or receive positive emotions, not knowing how to carve out those healthy boundaries so that people treat you the way you want to be treated, or love you the way you want to be loved, not knowing how to speak up about how you feel. Okay? But what you're manifesting is the 10 of Cups. Like, you really want this. You really, really want that happy family. You want a partnership, a family, cohesion, a happy home. You want somewhere to come home at the end of the day and kick your feet up. You want to have dinner with loved ones, right? You want important people in your life who are peaceful, balanced, equal, give and take, and not just one way or the other. You want respect, mutual respect. I see that here. But you're manifesting from a place of, I don't quite know how to get it, but I know there's got to be something better. So you're cutting away these other things and juggling these physical ideas, which is great because it's moving you into the next place. Okay. It's moving you into the next space. And I told you, you're going to be shining. You are going to be shining. So I can see how either people from the past or people from the future are going to notice you. They're going to say, wow, look at you growing up and realizing what's important and what's in perspective and going to work every day and being a stable person. Wow, Aries, look at you. I want some of what you have. I want to hang out with you. I want to know you. You're manifesting that 10 of Cups. I feel like it's coming. I feel like it's coming. What might bring you down? Major Arcana card number 5, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about spirituality, higher learning. To be completely honest, when I look at this card, I see someone who is overseeing somebody else. I don't always see that in the Hierophant, but do you see how huge and giant this guy's opinion is? And then there's just like two little guys who are like groveling at his feet. I feel like the imbalance, like I was talking about, can bring you down. Maybe you're in this home or in this job where there is not that balance and you really, really want it. Emotional balance where everyone's opinions weigh the same as everyone else's, where everyone gets a say so and it's not this one person lording over everyone else. I see this here. This is not typically how I read the Hierophant, but this is what your spirit team is giving me, Aries. This bothers you, man. You want equal rights. You want equal speech. You want equal freedom. But I feel like you're keeping your head down and you're one of those guys down there who isn't able to step into that role fully just yet. But cutting away these things will give you the confidence that you need to feel empowered enough to stand up to things like that. Okay. Or maybe even to go elsewhere where you don't have to deal with that kind of an imbalanced dynamic. You can create the family, home, and dream life that you want as long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other, put your money, stack your cash, and decide what you want to do, where you want to go, and who you want with you. What is the wish of your heart? Don't be afraid to hope. You can make it a reality. You have all the years left in your life to make it a reality, to bring in the love that you seek, be the romantic partner that you want to receive yourself. And you will magnetize that into you. It starts with meeting your own needs. That tells the universe that your needs need met. And to send someone else who will love you the same way. Or to up level your partner, current partner, if you're in a relationship, into that level where they can love you in a balanced way. Now, what can lift you up? It's funny that the Hierophant can bring you down. What can lift you up? 5 of Swords. Man. Swords is mental energies. The 5 is about like struggle, man. Gossip, drama, nonsense, people talking behind people's backs, or even starting stuff in between each other, mischievousness, even stealing. I see this here. What can lift you up? I have to say this. Sometimes when we live in this imbalance kind of dynamic where it seems like somebody's above somebody else, maybe we want to stick them back into their level. You know what I mean, Aries? Maybe we want to say something to them. I'm just saying, like, hey, man, knock you down a peg, whether that be in a very assertive and straightforward way or in a passive aggressive way. This might lift you up to know what's really going on behind the scenes and not necessarily be sharing that with everybody. I almost see a secret laugh inside of yourself where you know where some of the drama's coming from, whether it be you or somebody else, but that makes you laugh. It makes you laugh that other people are struggling as much as you. I don't mean to say this in a callous way, but sometimes it's not like misery loves company. It's not that you want others to be miserable, and it's not that you're miserable either. But it's kind of like, life's not so perfect, is it? You know, and it might be funny to watch. Like, I'm getting like those jackass shows, like like when you watch people get hurt and people laugh, like that kind of stuff. Like that's what I'm seeing here. A little bit of comical humor that can lift you up, which is funny, especially when it's somebody who you might not feel so kindly or fondly of in the moment. Like you get in an argument with your spouse, and then your spouse, stubs their toe on the furniture. This might karma, right? That's the vibe I get from this. I'm sorry, Aries, but hey, that's what I'm feeling here from this card. That can be something that lifts you up in the month of November, is justice and karma coming back to balance the people who have in some way slighted you. I want you to know that you don't have to be the one to balance those scales. Karma will do that for you. You don't have to, you can take the high road on this and know that they will get theirs in the end. If someone is talking about you or belittling or demeaning you in some kind of a way, they will get theirs in the end. You don't have to be the one who brings that justice or that mischievousness into their life as repayment. Okay. That only lowers your energy levels, lowers your energy vibe. And it doesn't help the situation. You grow up and out of it, and spirit will take care of them. And I mean that like they will learn their lessons in the highest and greatest good of all. Okay. All right. So let's talk about in the future. What future are you stepping into? Major Arcana card number 12, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is about waiting and watching to see what happens. The Hanged Man is kind of a solitary card, okay? So maybe you're stepping away from some things. Maybe you're moving into this new role where you're spending a lot of time alone, although you're trying to manifest some togetherness, some cooperation, some family time or cohesion at work, whatever this is. I see that you're spending some time alone. And this is very fruitful because you're getting to know yourself. You're learning what triggers you during this time. You're getting in connection with your emotions again. And when you're in connection with your emotions on a regular basis, like in solitude, you're taking a look at, what really matters to me? What do I need in my life? This is very important time spent. I also see this time spent, they're letting me know now, strategizing on the bigger picture of how you would like things to unfold in your life, but without the pressure of other people being in your head or their opinions being placed on top of what you feel your path looks like. Okay. What you feel your goal, the end looks like for you. Okay. Because there is a goal that you want to achieve here. I see that. Boom. So right now you're waiting and planning and deciding how to get there, right? You're becoming a bit more peaceful within yourself so that other people don't rile you as much. Does this make sense to you, Aries? I hope you're following me. If you're following me, click that little like button and let me know that you enjoyed this video. Drop a comment to let me know how it resonates with you guys. I really do appreciate you tuning in with me here. Let's jump into your overall monthly theme. Queen of Swords, Aries. I freaking love this card. Is she badass or what? The Queen of Swords is badass. Your monthly theme for November is badass. You are badass, Aries. I want you to know that you are stepping into a new direction. You are pioneering into the unknown. You know what you want. You just don't know how to get there. Spirit is lining the steps up for you. And you're even coming to a point where you're okay with waiting to see. But this is your plan. Didn't I say that? You're thinking in the long term. She's patient, but she's ready. She has a long-term goal in sight. She's focused. She's talented. She knows what she wants. And when the time is right, she will act on it every single time. The next step, the next step, the next step. She rises to the occasion. The Queen of Swords does this. This is your overall monthly theme. So you are being called in the month of November to be on point, be quick and clever and sharp about your plans and keeping to the plan and the next right thing to do and staying on top of yourself so that you're not causing more mischief in your life, even for shits and giggles, I say, rather than or stirring the pot so that everyone else can experience a little bit of the hecticness that you have had to experience in cutting things out of your life that might have been painful to do so, or having things taken away that might be painful to do so. So waiting in solitude as opposed to causing reactions in other people so that you don't feel so alone. It's not attractive. It's not attractive to do that. Waiting in that solitude is going to bring you to this place at the end of the month, where you feel the love within yourself and you feel the hope within yourself and you see the path in front of you and you are ready to take it as it comes. Beautiful. Something else to consider. Queen of Cups. Snaps. You have court cards in this reading, a lot of them, okay? And you have the Hierophant, which can bring you down. That can also be partnership and marriage that can bring you down. But something else to consider, Queen of Cups. This is about being a loving individual. You got a lot of coins here, a lot of swords here. This is about being a loving and caring and kind person, and not allowing others to take advantage of you, and placing your love where it's valued, going where you feel loved. This is something else to consider. Sometimes our logical mind just keeps going to work and keeps with the next thing. And I see that here. That is what you're being called to do with the overall theme. But something else to consider. Don't forget about your heart, man. Don't forget that you can't pour from an empty cup, and you're magnetizing that love back into your space by meeting your own needs, loving yourself first. It is not selfish to love yourself first. This time where you're hanging around alone, this hanged man time, is about learning to love you and learning to meet your needs. We've said this, Aries. Do that. Continue to do that, and all things will come unto you. Final guidance on this from the Seven of Wands here. Now, this is about keeping healthy boundaries. Seven of Wands. This is about naysayers trying to sway your opinion. You have the end in sight. Obviously, all of those opinions didn't work for you in the past. That's why you had to cancel everything and start over with the Fool card. I feel like people feel like their opinion trumps yours in your life, and you're tired of that too. So making sure that you're sticking to your own plan. You will be victorious as long as you follow your own lead, your own inner knowing, and go in the direction that you feel is right, because you're the one who has to do it. You're the one who has to go there and be that and do that. So make sure that you're the one who is causing the momentum, who is going with the flow on this. It's your idea, or at least an idea that you believe in. That is going to lead you to greater heights, okay? Greater fulfillment. Now, at the bottom of the deck, at your heart and in your core, right here, Major Arcana card number 6, the Lovers. I get it, man. You might be dealing with a twin flame relationship. You might be wanting to draw someone into your relationship. But I must remind you, the Lovers is a great card. I see that yearning there for a harmonious partnership, or that very strong, stable, harmonious partnership. Yet there are things that are kind of messing it up for you, right? So you're cutting these things away, but you know what's important to you. You know what's important to you. You're manifesting the 10 of Cups here with the Lovers in your heart. Even if that's somebody from the past who now sees you kicking ass and wants another piece of what you got going on. You know your heart. Something else to consider. You know what you want. Something else to consider. It's okay if it's that same old thing, but better. But listen, insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So making sure that even if it's that same old thing, you're implementing different tactics, techniques, even maybe counseling or therapy sessions to mediate the two of you, or the partnership that you have going on, to mediate that so that you can become healthier. Because stepping back into the same situation with a different mindset, but everything else is the same, and nobody's willing to change or compromise, that's not going to give you different, better results just because you wish it and will it to be. I do see the Star card here. I do see at the end of the month, you're really having this wish in your heart. The Knight of Cups, love coming in very fast. The Lover's card is in your heart. All I say is this: communication. You must talk with your people, and not through harsh words. Okay. People do not receive, you don't receive, Aries, criticism, harshness. You always do this and I hate it. How about, I feel upset when you do this. It scares me. Okay. There's a totally different vibe and way to say words so that you can be more receptive and they can be more receptive. And in that instance where you know there's true love there and you know there's something to work out, then work it out. But if you know that it's not that, and that's not it for you, call a spade and step away. Cut those ties completely. Go somewhere else. See what happens there. Dive into your new life. Manifest something new. See your life in the long term, just like all of these cards have indicated. Don't forget your plan. Don't forget your own needs being met. And don't forget that it must be your will in order for it to be successful. You cannot listen to someone else's plan for your life. That is your reading, Aries. Beautiful reading for November. In just a couple of weeks, I will be adding mid-month updates to dive in more deeply with wherever you're at that time. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click that notification bell. Be sure to drop a comment. Let me know how it resonates. Share with like-minded individuals. And check out my other links in the description box. I do offer private sessions, tarot videos, and I'm on Facebook a lot for free readings. I'm actually going to be live on Facebook here soon. So check me out. The links are there. Until the next one, I send you so much love and blessings, friends. Bye.